Hello, hello, everybody. It's Mrs. Pierce here, just here to unpack your LEQ for the day and talk about our math lesson, starting with lesson 16-1. I hope you guys are all doing a good job and working really hard. And just so you know that we all miss you, we all wish we were in school, but we are still doing the best that we can. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start with our LEQ. How can I find the perimeter of a polygon? So let's take a look at that word perimeter. Now, because of athletics, we should know what the perimeter is. And what I always like to do when I see that word perimeter, I draw a box around it. Because the perimeter is the distance around an object, okay? So the distance around an object. Okay, now polygon. You guys remember what a polygon is? A polygon, remember, has 3 or more sides. It's closed and it has no curves. So basically anything that is a triangle and a quadrilateral, your hexagons, your pentagons, all of those closed shapes that are more than 3 sides, okay, or 3 or more sides. So let's take a look at some vocabulary that you guys are going to be seeing in these upcoming lessons. So we have already talked about perimeter, and I'm going to go ahead and pull out my lightsaber here so you guys can follow along. Awesome. All right, so the perimeter of this figure is 28 centimeters. So how we find the perimeter here is by adding up all of these sides. So 9 plus 3 plus 6 plus 3 plus 7. And when you add all of that up, you get 28 centimeters. Now remember, we're not doing square centimeters because square centimeters would be finding the area, and we are not finding the area. We are finding the perimeter. Okay? Another word that you guys will see in these upcoming lessons is equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle is basically a triangle whose all sides are the same length. So 4 inches here, 4 inches here, and 4 inches here. Okay? Equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. Okay? All right, we are going to keep going. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you guys are going to be doing in your visual learning today. So you guys are going to be working with Gus, and you're going to be figuring out the perimeter of each of his dog park design and which design Gus should use. So it says here that Gus wants to put up a fence to make a dog park. He made 2 different designs, and you can see those 2 designs right here. Okay, what is the perimeter of each dog park design, and which design should Gus use? Okay, remember the distance around a figure is a perimeter. So, and it says a little tip right here is that the perimeter of the dog park needs to be at least 30 feet. Okay, so one way we can figure that out is if we look right here at part B where it says one way, you can figure out the perimeter by counting the unit segments. So it says right here that one of these units equals 1 feet. So if we counted up all of these unit segments all the way around, not the ones that are on the inside, because that would be finding the area. We just want to find the outside, around the figure, okay? So we know that this perimeter is 34 feet if you were to count up all of these sides right here. So Gus could use this design because 34 feet is greater than 30 feet, which is what his dog park needs to be. All right, let's look at another way. So look at this other dog park that he's designed here. It says add the lengths of the sides to find the perimeter. So if we added 3 plus 9 plus 7 plus 6 plus 3, we would get 28 feet. Now, could we use that design in his dog park? No, because it needs to be 30 feet long. Okay? So you're going to be working through this with your visual learning today. Let's go ahead and take a look at your guided practice that you guys are going to see. So it says, what is the perimeter of the garden shown in the diagram below? Now remember how we find perimeter. the distance around the object, okay? So if I wanted to find the perimeter, I could look here and go, okay, so this side is 1, 2, so that's 2. This one is 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I added all of that up, 6 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. So I know 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3. 9 plus 3 is, or 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. And 8 plus 9 would give me my perimeter. Okay? 9 plus 9 I know is 18, so minus 1 would give me 17 feet. Okay? So the perimeter of this diagram below is 17 feet. Now, you could also go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You can count all of the unit squares around that object and also get 17 feet. Okay, so it says here in number 2, exercise number 1, how do you know what unit to use for the perimeter? So how did we know that it was feet? Okay, we know that it's feet because if you look at the scale right here, it tells us that it's in feet. So the scale tells me that we are using feet. Okay? All right, now here we go. Number 3 and number 4. So it says in number 3 and number 4, find the perimeter. So remember again, we look at that scale, we're talking in inches. So make sure when we find the perimeter, we say it's in inches. So you can go ahead and count all of the units around this object. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 inches. Okay, down here, we can't count the units, but we do know the lengths of each of these sides. Okay, 7 plus 16 plus 8 plus 8 and plus 9. Now I know that's a lot of numbers to add up, so go ahead and start. You can start from left to right. You can figure out an easier way for you to add. I look right here and go 8 plus 8, I know that that's 16. And 16 plus 16 gives me 32. So then I'm going to add 32 plus 9 plus 7. So 32 plus 9 would give me 41. And 41 plus 7 gives me 48. So the perimeter of this object is 48 feet. All right. So independently today, you guys are working on independent practice. You guys can look through this independent practice right here and practice. But your assignment today is going to be doing the practice buddy for 16-1. All right. Again, if you have any questions, please let your teacher know and have fun.